Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned by clicking the bell icon. Which Heartstopper character are you? Heartstopper has taken the world by storm, quickly becoming adored by both audiences and critics. Granted, Alice Oseman's book series already had a prominent fan following, but there's no denying that Netflix's adaptation of the story has led Heartstopper's popularity to skyrocket. Now, many folks gravitate toward this show in search of some heartwarming LGBTQ+ content, which it excels at providing. With a varied cast of characters, each unique in their own way, the series manages to appeal to almost everyone, as folks are able to relate to the people they see on the screen and their life experiences. So be honest, have you ever wondered which character you'd be if you lived in the world of Heartstopper? Most people do it once or twice with their favorite TV shows, books, or movies. If you're one of those people, you've come to the right place. Here's a list to aid your quest for answers. Charlie Spring. Charlie's most defining trait is perhaps that he's an overthinker. This leads to him easily getting nervous, but it's only natural considering all his struggles. Introverted and typically quiet, Charlie tends to avoid crowded spaces, preferring to hang out with a small group of people. If you're often described as sensitive by others, you probably relate to Charlie the most. Nick Nelson. Charlie described Nick best when he said he's like a golden retriever puppy. Loyal, easily excitable, kind, and selfless. This character is exactly the type of friend we all wish to have in our lives. He's also a pretty cool guy to hang around, well liked by everyone at school, with a couple of exceptions, Ben. If any of these traits apply to you, then you may be a Nick. Elle Argent. Sweet, understanding, and always level-headed. Elle is the type of friend one needs when things get rough. She's considerate, yet unafraid to make her voice heard around her friends. Does any of this sound like you? If the answer is yes, and you also have some artistic skills, then you're definitely Elle. Tao Xu. Tao is loud and he's not ashamed of it. In fact, he's not the type of person to care about what others think about him at all, as seen by his antics. He's fiercely loyal and protective of his friends, going to great lengths to keep them by his side. If Tao's fear of change and abandonment is something you struggle with, you may relate to him the most. Darcy Olsen. With a free-spirited attitude and cheery demeanor, Darcy doesn't like to dwell on her problems, nor talk about them. Instead, she is constantly seen socializing and joking around with her friends, as if nothing in the world can trouble her. While this can also be a way for her to mask negative emotions, Darcy is naturally extroverted. If you can relate, you may be most like Darcy. Tara Jones. Unlike her girlfriend, Tara is quiet and observant, quickly noticing things that not everyone else does, like Nick and Charlie's crushes on each other. She has a well-defined moral compass, though, and prefers to let others take their time in figuring things out, supporting them from the sidelines. Does this sound like you? If so, you're likely as reliable of a person as Tara. Isaac Henderson. Isaac is the stereotypical introvert, who simply cannot put his books away, even when hanging out with friends. Don't interpret this as distraction or indifference on his part, though as Isaac is shown to be a very kind-hearted person, who feels more deeply than he lets on. If you relate to this description, Isaac may very well be your Heartstopper counterpart. Ben Hope. Like many teens, Ben struggles with who he is, but that doesn't give him a free pass to treat others badly. He's cunning, manipulative, snarky, and even gets violent sometimes. This most likely stems from his inability to deal with his own feelings and emotions, so if you know what that's like, you may see some aspects of yourself in this character. Maybe try to work on that. Tori Spring. Do people often think you're cold upon first meeting you? Do you prefer your own company? If so, you probably identify the most with Tori. She is an observant, introverted character, more often than not seen at home with Charlie in the show. Despite her pessimistic worldview, Tori is very caring with those she loves, just as willing to protect them as she is to give them a reality check. Imogen Heaney. If you feel most of the time like a social butterfly, you could say you're most like Imogen. This character is a bubbly and extroverted girl. No one can really stay mad at for too long, with a penchant for fitting right into any friend group. A romantic at heart, Imogen craves and gives out affection freely. She can be oblivious at times, but that doesn't make her any less likable. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share.